So this is my Bulma Kid Goku deck, or Kid Goku Bulma Turbo. This is a second version of the deck, because the original version was just a cute little strategy of using Kid's Son Goku's ability to look at the top 10 cards of your deck and then add a Bulma among them to your hand. And you know, there were 5K combo, so you were getting these free 5K combos, so you can use it, you know, combo your leader, combo with any of your battle cards, you know, just a way of getting some free combo cards, plus a way of deck thinning. And also, you know, you could use it as a way of just getting cards that you can definitely use for energy, so that way whenever you're drawing your good cards, you know, like your Mass Saiyans or your Kamis or something, that you don't have to be like, oh man, I gotta choose which one of these cards to put in my energy. It's like, damn, I might have to give up my Kami or something, but what if I need that to wipe my opponent's board or something, because I end up in a tough situation. So it was something like that. But the ability to, you know, to essentially plus and you know, the ability to guarantee that you have a combo card that you can use defensively, you can use it offensively, of course. So that way you didn't have to use too much of what you already have. You just activate the effect, get a Bulma, and then use the Bulma for attacking, defending, you know, by comboing with it. It would be cool if they made more Bulmas that had effects where when you combo with her, you know, you get an effect. There is a blue one, which is in the deck. So there's a blue Bulma that you can combo with and get an ability. So that's pretty cool. So this is what he does on his front side: is, you know, look up at the top 10 cards of your deck, you know, and grab a Bulma among them, add it to your hand. Some of the Bulmas might not have just Bulma in the character name. It might be Bulma something. So this wouldn't apply. You can only grab the cards that just have Bulma. So, but another reason, you know, for having Bulmas, even if this can't search out that specific Bulma, for example, is, you know, the Bulma has a certain color. So you get 4 copies of, you know, each color: 4 blue, 4 green, 4 red, you know, 4 yellow. Because this makes it a multicolored deck. You know, by having these different color Bulmas and you put them in your energy, now you have different colors, which means you can splash different tech cards. So this allows you to tech things in. The fact that you're searching out the Bulma, that thins out your deck, so you get, so you increase your chance of getting to your, like, you know, your answers, your outs and stuff like that, like your Fubas, or, you know, your counterplay, you know, battle cards or something like that, which is in this deck. So this is the upgraded version where, you know, we're implementing the battle card. So since there's about 4 Bulmas with about 4 copies of each Bulma, you have 16 Bulma that you'll be able to search out, and then the rest will be the battle cards, that the counterplays, and so on and so forth. So you awaken. We have 4 less life by untapping 2 energies, which is very useful to always have energies untapped, especially when it's your opponent's turn, or just the ability to untap energy after you use energy, so that way you can, you know, be able to play some more battle cards or some extra cards or whatever you need. But mainly you'll want to untap the energies on your opponent's turn, so you'll be able to play your counterplay cards, your negates, you know, that usual stuff. You might use it more defensively than offensively, that awakening part. Then when he is awakened on his backside, active main, once per turn, choose one of your battle cards and switch it to rest mode. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and switch it to rest mode. Then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode. That card cannot switch to active mode during your opponent's next charge phase. Basically lock. So you can, once per turn, lock battle cards, which is very useful. In auto, when this card attacks, draw a card. You gotta love, you know, draw engine. You gotta love plussing. So let's move on. So that's the leader. as you can see, we have Mafuba. Mafuba only requires one blue and then one of anything, so very splashable. You just need one blue, just one blue Bulma, and then any other color Bulma, and then you can play Mafuba. As you can see, the effect of Mafuba, you know how to use it. I'm going to try to avoid reading the cards because it just makes the videos longer when I read them. I just want to explain why I have them in the deck, obviously. Panda M2, again, free combo, so you're always getting a Bulma every turn. Then if you have this in play, you use this to, you know, weaken your opponent's leader by 5k, and then you're comboing with 5k. Let's say you're still not awakened yet, so you're 15k attacking a 5k leader. You know what I mean? So being 15k attacking a 5k leader, that's a nice little advantage. Because then your opponent's going to have to, you know, start throwing in some 10ks just to avoid taking damage. You know what I mean? Especially if you throw in double strike. You know, you're making it way harder for your opponent to combo out. They're going to have to negate. But of course, you don't do the Champa double strike or the hidden power Supreme Kai double strike. If they negate, obviously you save that for when they don't negate. You gotta get to that combo phase. But another thing you can do with this card, obviously, is similar to, like, not only can it weaken your opponent's leader, it can also weaken battle cards. So that way, obviously, it makes it easier to kill them. But also, if they just so happen to have 0 power in inherent game mechanics, they die. So it's kind of like lightning bolt. So basically, spot removal, free combo, you know, free 5k combo, you know, if you use it right. So, must have for all my decks anyway. That's just how I play. Then of course, here's one of the combo play battle cards. When you play this card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost 4 or less, and return it to his owner's hand. Then if your opponent's if it is your opponent's turn, choose up to 1 blue energy and switch to active mode. So that's pretty decent. The main thing is the fact that you can just, they play something, you can bounce it, or they attack and they play something. You know, they play a card or something, like something. But the main thing is, like, when they play, you bounce. So if they play a battle card, you just bounce it. You just react right there and then, basically an unsummon. So, you know, I don't want to take too long. I can talk forever. So you see, you can play him, you know, obviously, during your opponent's turn and get the effect. You can play him on your turn, get the effect, but you don't get the added effect, of course. Playing them on your opponent's turn, you get added abilities. So here's the Vegeta. You see, it only requires 1 green and then 2 of anything, so it's very splashable. So I'm just going to keep moving on. Here's the red one, Kaioken Son Goku. Here's the yellow one, Champa the Trickster. So there's your counterplay battle cards. Let's go right here. Awakened Warrior Bardock. He's your free play card. So, you know, overrun 4. So you don't have to use no energy to play him. You just gotta have 4 more cards in your graveyard. And then he gains double strike. So he's a 20k double strike. Perfect for surprising your opponent and finishing him off when he's down to 2 life and he already tried to he tapped out trying to stop all your other attacks because he knows you had the other attacks and you used up some energies to play combos and cards and stuff. That's how you were able to fill up your graveyard, and then your opponent feels they're safe, and then you surprise them with Bardock. Double striking 20k to the face. And especially if he's saved the planet MK2, you can use the planet MK2 along with him in a combo, so you can guarantee that even if your opponent's leader is awakened, you bring him down from 15k to 10k, and you're a 20k double strike, he will have to at least combo with 15k worth of power. You know, that will either be 3 cards, 3 5ks, or a 110k, maybe like a super combo or something, and a 5k. Not impossible to do, just you're forcing him to have to do it, or he may have to use 2 10ks. like maybe 2 super combos or something and try to survive. Bodyguard Electric, you know, he's a free play card, 15k, so that's always great. He's a blocker, so he has offensive and defensive capabilities. So you can play him just for free as a blocker to defend yourself or to defend one of your battle cards, especially an important one. The fact that you can play him for free and then play an actual battle card, then play Awakening Warrior Bardock, and then you already have your leader right there. That's for attackers, you know, 4 people they can attack. One of them already being double strike, and if you have a destructive Champa or a hidden power West Supreme, East Supreme Kai, you know, can deal an extra 2 damage. So up to 7 damage in a single turn if you play it right. So obviously that's why I like playing those cards all together in the same deck. Because in one turn I could OTK, you know what I mean? I could potentially do 7 damage. So here's one of the Bulmas. Bulma Genius Inventor. You see she's green. I won't read the effect. Just going to show you the Bulmas. Here's another Bulma. This is the one I was talking about you could combo with. So that's pretty decent, you know. Here's the red Bulma. You know, give you power boost, give you draw. So of course you could play a copy of like the red Bulma and then use that copy red Bulma to play a red Bulma from here. You know, you get the idea. Like you can use the Bulmas to play the Bulma. So as long as you're using multiple copies. Of course the structure. East Supreme Kai, you know, for the double strike. I didn't overdo it, so I don't have Champa in here. I wanted to tech in some other cards, so yeah, you already saw the Makuba. And here's the last Bulma. Youthful Bulma. When you play this card, draw a card, so yeah, you know what I mean. It replaces itself, which is always good deck thinning. So then you're taking the deck from like 50 cards to 46 if you play all 4 Bulmas, which is not likely. You're more likely to play maybe 3, you know what I mean? Because you play 1 Bulma as energy, 1 yellow Bulma as energy. Or if you use one of the, you could play all 4, because all you need to do is use one of the Champa Tricksters for yellow energy, and then you can play all 4 of the Bulmas. But you get the idea. Essentially the deck is goes from 50 to 46 and 4 more, so it's 52. I mean, what I'm saying, 42. Then you throw in the fact that the duel, for me, duels don't last too long. Up to 4 or 5, turn 4 or 5. So you'll pretty much trigger Leech's ability about at least 4 times. That's 4 Bulmas out the deck. So you go from 42 to 38 card deck, and then you draw your first 6 cards. So that's a 38. So then 32, and then your 8 life. So take away 2. Then 6, so that's 24. So then you're essentially playing a 24 card deck, you know. So you get the idea. If you played any other card games out there, this strategy, this concept of making your deck mathematically smaller than, you know, the minimum amount of cards you're allowed to have in a deck. So essentially this is a 24 card deck, you know what I mean? So since it's a 50 card deck, half the deck can be searched out, half the deck can be played out, half the deck will be out the deck, you know, because you right off the bat will draw 6 plus the 8 life. That's 14 cards already out your deck, and then you just take out about 11 more cards. So you take out like about 11 more cards, so that'd be 25. Yeah, 14, 11, 25. So that's half your deck right there. So technically you'll take out 12 cards after the first 14. You start off with 14 and then you'll start grabbing. You get the idea. And that's the end of the video. You can take in whatever you want. Obviously, that's the whole point. This allows you to play certain tech cards, certain outs, certain strategies. You know, you can throw in a couple of big boss monsters that don't require too many yellows or green or blue or whatever, that kind of stuff. That's the end of the video.